Welcome back to the Midday Update. I'm Jessie Chahal. Now, of course, there are close to 800,000 Malaysians who have lost their jobs at this particular point. Many have turned to other modes of income. Here's a story of one particular human resource manager, Muhammad Hanif, who basically is used to trimming the fat of his company's workforce in HR, but now he literally has to trim the fat of cuts of meat. We hear there's an update. He's joined the corporate world, but here's a look at what went on through his transition between his previous job and the job that he had at the market. My colleague Nina Muslim was out there and she covered the story. She did speak to Hanif, and here we are joined by Nina on the line to discuss her experience with him. Nina, thanks for joining me. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And it's as exciting it is to talk about this story about how people are adapting during these difficult times. It's also something that is a reflection of the reality of what's really going on the ground. You had that opportunity to speak to Hanif. Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about how you found out about his story and what was it like speaking to him?
Well, I basically came across him because I was doing a follow-up on the story I did on foreign workers at the PG Old Town Market. And I wanted to find if there were any Malaysians working at the wet market. And I basically just started talking to somebody, and he pointed, that's a Malaysian guy, he's new. And he's working at the market. And I started talking to him, and then that's when he told me that he used to be an HR manager, and I was actually surprised by that.
Right. So, through all of this, really, we've learned as well that he's gone back into the corporate world. But I guess overall, there's much to learn from this story about societal stigma, personal power, and reclaiming one's self-esteem. What was it like? What were some of, the vibes that you picked up from him? What was his mindset when he had to make that transition from a corporate world to cutting meat at the market?
Well, he was okay with it because he saw this job as sort of like an internship of sorts, because he wanted to have his own business. I think something similar to as he wet market. And he said that he wanted to start from the bottom and learn everything that he needed to. From when I talked to him, it seemed like he was here for the long haul. But then the development was that when I talked to him later, apparently his old company said that the projects were back online, and that they asked if he wanted to come back, and he said yes, because he was getting paid a lot at his old company, and he has a family with 3 kids and everything. So it was a no-brainer.
Yeah. What would your advice be, to so many people who have lost their jobs and through that perhaps lost self-esteem, are feeling a little bit, of course, sad, in other words, by their this big life-changing moment. So what would your advice be from your perspective, from what you're seeing on the ground? What would you say to them as a journalist, Nina?
I would just say don't give up and just keep on trying. Send out those resumes, you never know. And don't be scared to try out new things, because even if you think this job is lowly, you're still learning something. And that in a future job will actually help you. I've had to do stuff. I've been in this situation before, and I took up art, and now it's helping me in my current job. So that's my advice.
Thank you very much, Nina, for this story and for joining us on the call. We're about to roll the video right now for all our viewers as well to follow. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. And here we have the video of which Nina covered. Let's take a quick look.
saya ada saya punya mission untuk apabila saya masuk dalam bidang macam ni, saya ada satu keinginan untuk saya berniaga sendiri actually. So I nak tahu selok belok, so I starting from bawah lah, okay.
Ada juga pekerja tempatan yang mereka ni memang dah biasa dengan kehidupan yang susah. Mereka sanggup datang pagi bekerja dan balik selewat waktu macam tu. Ada juga.